After a few moments, Piotr headed for the woods. The path leading into the heavily wooded area looked the same as when Janek and he had played there 20 years ago. Inside the woods, he could hear police patrolling Kresheim Creek. He stopped at the top of the waterfall while police moved downstream further into the woods. He checked his watch. It was 4:15 p.m., close to the time when Janek had passed away just 20 years earlier. Piotr slowly descended from the top of the waterfall to the creek below. He headed left, and in a short time he reached it, the location where Janek's body had laid back in October 1974. Tears came down Piotr's cheeks as he looked at the large rock that had crushed Janek's small head. The guilt of that day came back, and Piotr felt embarrassed. Couldn't he have done more? Rustling came from the woods adjacent to the creek bed as a gray wolf appeared. The wolf looked at Piotr and growled. Sharp teeth were visible in the mouth of the animal. But Piotr didn't run. Instead, he stood his ground and spoke to the animal. "Janek, it's me, Piotr. I have come to talk to you." The animal stopped growling but continued to look menacingly at Piotr. The animal's eyes looked intently at the young man. "I know that you have been killing the young boys along this creek. I know you are doing it out of frustration and revenge over your life being taken so young, but this has to stop. They are innocent and don't deserve this, just as you never deserved to die." The wolf growled again, but much less intensively. The animal looked away from Piotr as if it were unwilling to look into his eyes. Piotr's eyes were fixated on the wolf as he continued his one-sided dialogue. "If you don't let go of this anger, you will never have peace. You are better than this. Mom and Dad mourned you for years before they died. I have too." The wolf hung its head and whined. Piotr was convinced that the animal had to be Janek, but was he getting through to him? "Let go of this anger. Mom and Dad are calling for you. Go to them and find peace." As the wolf looked at the large rock in the creek, the one that had caused Janek's death in 1974, its color started to change. The gray fur on the animal turned lighter and lighter as it eventually reached a pure white color. And above the animal, a light gray mist formed, just like the mist seen by Piotr in 1974. The animal looked up, shook its head, and then took off into the woods.